Hey, this activity has three purposes. Quick conversations and feedback about your project. It's going to let you see where you are in the process of making that project, and it's going to start helping you to ask the right questions. Now, the goal here is to help you be more creative, to help you be better at figuring out things on your own, and to help yourself get better at new things, to help you start thinking in the right ways. And you might have said, hey, if this is going to help me start seeing the right questions, what are the wrong questions? Well, the wrong questions might be, is this good enough? Or what's the easiest option? Let's think of something better than that. And here's what we have. Now, the slip that you picked up on the way in, it's going to have the topic up here at the top, and it's going to have 4 questions that we're going to be looking at. Now, this question, you don't need to answer it directly. What you need to do is use it like a topic where what we're looking at is how we could be better at that topic and how we're already pretty great. We're calling them grows on this left side and glows on the right side. Here's the ways that we can grow better at this. Here are the ways that we are already glowing at this. Another way to say it would be on the left side, these are things that I can change or I can fix. And here are things that are showing that the answer to this question is positive. Are you locked in on a project that's interesting and challenging? Well, over here can be the things, yeah, here's how I know that I'm locked in on this project. On the left side, here's things I can change to help me be more challenged by this project. Now, I made a mistake. This is red, which someone might think it's bad to write on this side. There. These are equal. If you figure out that you can change something to make yourself better at it, absolutely right on this side. If this is something that you know that the answer is positive, write how you know it on this side. Now, for each question, fill out one or both sides of this thing. You can fill in this side of the first question. You could fill in this side of the second question and the left or right side of either ones. You can also fill in both sides all the way down. There are some people who fill in every single square because then they figure out, hey, here are the things I want to do better about this question. Here's how I'm already good at this one. Here's how I could be better at it. Here's what I'm already doing good. You can choose to do that. Here's an example of what we could put on the left side. Are you locked in on a project that's interesting and challenging? Well, I should restart with some changes, would be one way to help myself be more locked in on this. On the other hand, are you locked in on a project that's challenging? I know I'm already good at this one. I work on this one in my free time. Put the ways that you know that it's positive on this side and things that you can change or fix on this side. Remember, you need to fill in something for each question. One-word answers do not fly, so you need to explain yourself at least a little bit and prepare for a conversation about this. This is going to help us ask the right questions. What we want to know is, are you progressing creatively? Are you locked in on a project that is interesting and challenging to you? Have you customized it? Do you have high standards for it? And what do you wish you could make better or ask advice about? On the left side, things that you can change or fix. On the right side, things that show that the answer is positive. Make sure that you have a complete sentence or several bullet points for each one of these. Hey, this activity is going to get us asking the right questions, and the topic is our project interest. You're going to fill out one or both sides on each one of these little prompts. On the left side, these are things that you can change or you can fix based on what the prompt says. On the right side, things that show that the answer is positive. First question, I really like the project I've chosen. I know how I will be customizing it. And the third question is, I have planned every step I will be taking. Put one complete sentence or several bullet points for each one of those. This activity is going to help us ask the right questions, and the topic is restarting. You're going to fill out one or both sides of this sheet. On the left side, you're going to have things that could be better. On the right side, you're going to have things that show that the answer is positive. The first question is, my parts have all turned out exactly the way I wanted. Second question, I know that restarting a part will not take as much time as the first. And then the last question is, I will ask for others' opinions when deciding if a part should be restarted. Put one complete sentence or several bullet points for each one of these. Hey, we're going to ask the right questions about our careful effort on our projects in class. Fill out one or both sides of this ticket. The first question says, I am taking my time paying attention to the details of my project. You're not rushing. I have the patience to get it done right or to restart a part of the project. And I am open to feedback, and I'm trying to improve my skills along the way. I'm not rushing. You should have one complete sentence or several bullet points for whichever box you fill in. This activity is going to give us a little bit of insight on how we think about playful creativity and get us to ask the right questions. On the left side, I'm going to put things that I can change or I can fix. On the right side, I'm going to put things that show that the answer to this is positive. How do I know? The first question is, I considered adding something quirky or silly to my project. Next question, I'm allowing myself to play with ideas and options to make my project more fun. And lastly, I'm open to my project becoming a different part of a new creative idea. This means, let's say you're making a mask and you realize this mask could be a really cool part of a larger animatronic project. Are you okay with going with that new direction? Whichever box you fill in, have one complete sentence or several bullet points. This activity is to help us ask the right questions about using our work time to become more creative. You're going to fill out one or both sides on this sheet. On the left, you're going to put things that you can change or that you can fix. On the right, you put things that show that the answer is positive. Here's the kind of question we should be asking ourselves. I'm doing the things that should be done first and not just rushing to the most interesting part of the project. I'm planning, I'm getting things set up, I'm gathering materials. Next question. When I finish my current step, I know what to do next. I know the sequence and I know how to get it done in a logical order. Last question. I think about my work and if it needs to be restarted, rethought, or if I can add fun customizations. You're thinking about it and not just rushing into it. Whichever box you're going to fill in next to the sentence, you need to have a complete sentence or a bullet point for each. Several bullet points each. This activity is going to help us ask the right questions about what we're working on in class. For each question, fill out one or both sides of this. On the left side, put things that you can change or you can fix. On the right side, things that show that the answer is positive. The first question is, I know I can ask for help and advice. And just to note that asking for help is a sign of strength and not weakness. Second question, I'm open to advice and can change plans if needed. And the last question, I'm willing to give help to others. Answer this one with complete sentences or several bullet points each. This activity is to help us ask the right questions about our time management. You're going to fill out one or both sides of each one of these prompts. On the left side, put things that you can change or that you can fix. On the right side, put things that show that the answer is positive. First question, I make my goals and projects the top priority, not other people or other projects. Question 2, I make progress daily and I use most every second of class. Question number 3 is I stay away from distractions. Answer on either side with a complete sentence or with several bullet points. This activity is going to help us look at the purposeful work that we have in class, ask the right questions, and give us spots on the left or right to answer each one of these prompts. On the left side, put things that you can change or that you can fix. On the right side, put things that show that the answer is positive. First question, I am working on the things that will make the biggest impact and best impact on my project. Question 2, I don't let anyone distract me from my work. Question 3, I care about getting it all done and done well. Whatever side you answer on, make sure that you have either a complete sentence or several bullet points. This activity is going to help us think about the project momentum that we have and help us ask the right questions. We fill out one or both sides of each prompt. On the left side, I put things that I can change or I can fix. On the right side, I put things that show that the answer is positive. The first question is, every day I'm moving forward with my projects. Second question is, the parts are coming together quickly. The parts of my project they're working, they're happening. And question 3 is, I can work on other steps when one area gets stopped. You need to put one complete sentence or several bullet points in each one of these as you fill it out. This activity is going to help us ask the right questions about our expecting ideas in class. You're going to fill out one side or both sides of each one of these prompts. On the left side, put things that you can change or you can fix or you can improve. On the right side, put things that show that the answer is positive. How do you know the answer is positive? The first question is, I am constantly getting new work ideas as I am doing my projects. Are you thinking of the next step? Are you thinking of new ways you could do it? Are you thinking of future projects? Second question, if I had tons of time, I would challenge myself with a related project. If you had all the time in the world, is there a project that you could really sink your teeth into and apply what you've learned? For each one of these squares you decide to fill in, please put one complete sentence or put several bullet points for each.